We've been taking a closer look at the criminal justice system here at NBC News with a series of reports called Justice for All. Tonight, I focus on the growing number of women behind bars, skyrocketing 750% since 1980. And when women enter prison pregnant, that baby's usually sent to family or foster care. But a handful of prisons now have special programs for new moms, allowing babies to stay by their side. When moms and babies gather here, they talk about the kinds of things every new mom does.
Well, like, I think that, he has a fever. Do you feel him? Is he warm?
But this playdate is happening at Washington State's Corrections Center for Women. 10 moms who are nonviolent offenders are in the prison's residential parenting program, walking their strollers behind a barbed wire fence. Natalie's baby Adeline was born 13 months ago.
Up until the point of coming here, I didn't have control over my life. I'm just very thankful that I did get this opportunity to be in the program and make it a whole completely 180 of what I was doing.
Studies show moms who keep their babies in prison are less likely to return, and the kids do better in life. Deidre Kemp is an accountant sentenced to 2 years for embezzling money from clients. Already a mom, Deidre started serving her sentence while pregnant with Stella, her 4th child. In the mornings, she takes Stella to daycare so she can work.
I would have never had this opportunity to watch every tooth grow, every little thing, every single milestone. Every milestone.
I need you to chew that up, chew.
I think that it's important to stop incarcerating men and women the same.
Program supervisor Sonia Ali says the program promotes essential bonding. If people see this and think, babies in prison.
I understand the opposition. To me, it's about the child, and the child has a right to be with their mother.
For those who already have kids, it's a chance to do better this time.
Are you okay? Just hearing Natalie's story, it's kind of like my story. I never really got to bond with my other 2 kids because I was on drugs too. Having this opportunity to bond with, my child for really the first time getting that bond, it really did save our lives.
The kids can leave any time and visit family. Their mother's sentences must be under 30 months, and when mom is released, they go home with her. Do you think being in this program has made you a better mom?
I think so. I've told my other kids, that, sorry. I was like, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I told them, I was like, one thing that I know I'm not going to do, you guys, is I'm not going to yell at you anymore. It hurts me to think about when I would say stuff like that.
Deidre's release date is approaching.
I know that I'm a changed person. I know that I will never be back here again. My journey is going to begin October 2nd.
And your baby goes with you.
She goes with me.
700 new moms have gone through that program in Washington since it was founded 20 years ago. They hope that they're a model for other states.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.